So what can I say about the call? Well, I actually think it deserves a 7. It wasn't actually that bad. It was better than I thought it was going to be, and it was better than the critics say it is. That said, it was confusing until the first real call happened. It ends with the line, it's already done, after Jordan tells the kidnapper, whose name will be revealed in the spoilers, that tells him not to do it, but he says it's already done. So what happens to this kidnapped girl? Well, again, that's a spoiler. So anyway, the story starts to build after that with an okay rate. There is an intro of a story about another girl that is going to come into play. She's going to be the one who contacts 911. Now, by this time, Jordan has stepped out of the game handling 911 calls because she doesn't want to be that person anymore to get the bad news that someone's dead, especially since she was involved. She made the stupid mistake of calling that girl's house back, and when it got only one ring, that guy knew that the girl was home after all, and that's how that ended. But anyway, at first she actually handles this kidnapping okay, this second kidnapping, when one of her new trainees totally breaks down, so she takes over. This turns into a good car chase, a nice long one. It's like 15 or 20 minutes. That helps the story develop. But I'm not going to describe too much about it, but there's some awesome things in this that really make it fun. And as this call goes on, Jordan does start to get some of her confidence back. There is now some more about the movie. Later on in the movie, there's an emotionally powerful moment between Jordan and the girl who's been kidnapped, which I'll explain in the spoilers. There is a twist in this movie that I didn't quite see coming. And then there's some awkward stuff at the end of the movie, which might be ultimately why this movie got a low rating. Not from me. It deserves the R rating for sure. There is a lot of violence in this movie. So anyway, I'm going to go into a bit of spoilers now. After the man is killed who warned Mike about the taillight, Mike is the kidnapper. That's revealed a few minutes later. And after that happens, she tries to escape. Now, first of all, the guy's not really dead until a few minutes later when he screams and shouts and everything. And the girl who's been kidnapped is blaming herself for all this because, she couldn't shut the man up. She's been kidnapped and she thinks it's all her fault. And Jordan keeps trying to explain that it's not her fault. And this whole time she is on the phone with 911. And Mike doesn't realize it. But anyway, after that man who warned about the taillight is killed, she tries to escape from the when they're at a gas station. But the gas station man notices her. And instead of escaping, Mike ends up spraying gas on the owner, and he has a lighter, so he lights him up. So he's dead now too. And again, he says it's her fault. And again, Jordan tells her it's not. But after that, the phone is destroyed. As the movie goes on, the twist I said that was in this movie is Mike Foster actually has a family. And that's when we find out that the identity of the kidnapper is Mike Foster. It is also revealed he is the same guy from the first call, which I actually predicted. I knew that was going to be the case. They try to find him at his vacation home, which is where his wife said that he probably was. But alas, he was not there. Or was he? Actually, Jordan starts to lose it right about now because she no longer has a way to get in contact with the girl. But does that stop her? I should say not, and that's why this movie kept on going and getting good. There wasn't much left but for her to go to that vacation home and search around herself. After the police had not been able to find anything, first there is a weird, violent sort of rape scene here. Yeah, I don't know exactly what Mike was going to do with the girl, but it didn't look good, I can tell you that. And then she gets away. She doesn't escape this basement cellar thing, but she does find this room that, as Jordan will find out 5 minutes later, is filled to the brim with stuff from the old girl from the first call. Anyway, like I said, Jordan gets there. She finds this secret hidden area that is like a basement. It looks kind of like a storm cellar, but it's much bigger, much bigger. But anyway, she goes into this cellar. She finds this room all about the first girl, and then she rescues the girl that has been kidnapped. So, how did the movie end? Anyway, it's revealed that the kidnapper, he's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's why he's acting so awkward. He has, this head is like decapitated from this girl, or he cut off her hair and put it on a mannequin. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, right as he's doing the same to the second girl, Jordan busts in, and there is this amazing, I'd say 5 to 7 minute fight that the two of them take down Mike. Now, in there is this one section where, earlier in the movie, where Jordan mentions to the girl who's been kidnapped that they're both Capricorns, and Capricorns fight. And boy, it does this fight. It's kind of satisfying. It really is. And in the end, how they end the movie is just so good. What they decide to do is, they don't straight out kill him, but they leave Mike strapped to a chair in this basement, and she says the very line that the kidnapper has used twice in the movie. When he says, "You can't do this to me," she says, "It's already done." And the movie cuts to black, and that's how it's end. So anyway, really good movie. 7 out of 11. Definitely not for younger people. Acting was really good, and excuse me, it's time to go see The Amazing Burst Wonderstone.